We have a new indie release to talk about today, and this one is from Fantasy Cosmetica, and it is a collaboration with BattyBean or BettyBean. Hello and welcome if you are new here. My name is Rachel, and if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. We have a new eyeshadow palette from Fantasy Cosmetica, perfect for spooky season, and this is a collaboration palette with BettyBean, who is known as BattyBean here on YouTube. This is the ultimate spooky themed palette. If you like color, which BettyBean is a color lover, so this totally makes sense. But I'm so excited to show you the two looks that I created with the palette. I am first going to start off with close-ups and swatches of the palette, give you some information about the launch. Then I will show you look one and then look two, which is what I'm wearing right now. And at the end, I give you my initial thoughts on the palette. This is not a full review. I was not able to use every single shadow in the palette in my two looks, so I do have to continue testing the palette to let you know my full and final thoughts. But of course, I'm pretty familiar with the Fantasy Cosmetica formula, so I'll let you know if it's on par with their usual stuff. But I would love to know your thoughts down in the comments. What do you think about this collection? While you're watching this video, let me know. And I will link Fantasy Cosmetica's website down below when I post this video. It is not going to be currently available. Let's get to talking about the collection. So this is in collaboration with BettyBean, which I've already said now, and I will be honest with you, she is one of my friends. I am slightly biased, but I will say I'm so happy for her. Every time she does a collaboration with a brand, I'm so excited because she well deserves all the collaborations she does. She's so creative with her makeup. If for some reason you don't know who she is, I will link her socials down below in the description box. But she is an incredibly kind person, and I really just have a soft spot in my heart for her. I really, really enjoy like hanging out with her, and I just get along with her super well. And she is a color lover. She does really creative eye looks. She is so creative with makeup, much more creative than I am. But listen, I'm still made this work for me. So hopefully you'll get to enjoy my more simple looks with the palette. But anyway, let's start off with this packaging. I didn't even tell you what it's called. It's called The Witch's Familiar. I'm so sorry. Fantasy Cosmetica is a fantasy-based indie brand. Look at this cover. You know I love it because there's a cat on the cover. And BettyBean also is a cat lover. So when I saw this, I literally screamed when I opened it up. I was so excited. I'm obsessed with this cat. Like, I love this cat. I love this cat just like over this cauldron. I'm so excited. On the back, we have Fantasy Cosmetica x BattyBean with these shiny details on the palette. The actual slip cover of the palette is the exact same thing. There is a little bit of a kind of poem on the back, which I'll read to you. Hide away and hide again from prying eyes and wicked men. In twilight's arms and cauldron's glow, we gather here where none may know. Our familiars watchful, swift and sly, they guard the path with glowing eye. A silent pact our souls unite. Our bond is sealed in deepest night. The palette is going to launch on October 1st at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The cost is going to be $49.99. Discount codes will not apply, which is typical with collaboration palettes. The other retailers besides Fantasy Cosmetica's site that will be selling this palette are Monolith for those in Europe, and I Feel Beautiful for those in Canada. If you do shop on Fantasy Cosmetica's site and you want to buy anything that is not a collaboration item, you can use my affiliate code Rachel to save 10% off if you would like. It is affiliated, so I do get a small commission from that sale. Okay, so yeah, I'm excited to show you guys more about the palette. I'm feeling this collection. I'm a spooky season lover. It's getting me excited. This also came with a postcard with the cover of the palette on it and a little note from BettyBean. It says, "Hi friends, I'm so honored to have partnered up with Fantasy Cosmetica to create the witchy palette of my dreams. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey and supporting us. I truly wouldn't be here without you. I hope you have so much fun creating spellbinding and enchanting looks. Can't wait to see your artistry, BettyBean." So yeah, make sure you tag BettyBean if you get this palette and you create looks. I'm sure she would love to see what you create. I did receive this palette in PR from the brand, just to be transparent. And yeah, also everything that's on my face in both looks will be listed in the description box as you're watching this video. If you're curious, check the description box. All right, I think that's all I have to say. I'm gonna show you the two looks that I created, and I hope you enjoyed the video. All right, I am here to start my first look with the Witch's Familiar palette. I'm coming at you with my eyes primed, and I took a liquid eyeliner, as you can see, and created a little bit of a wing. I'm gonna smoke out the wing. I'm going to go in with the shade Feline, the navy blue matte in the palette, and just take a small brush and blend out the line of the eyeliner. And because I need to have the mirror super close to my face, I'm gonna go off camera and do the other eye to match it. I'll be right back. Okay, off camera, I also just applied a little bit of the Shine On Shimmer Shadow Enhancer from Clionadh and BadToTheBrow onto my lid. I wanna go into the shade Alter right here, which looks like a shifty shade. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I don't want a super opaque layer of this. I want to kind of just tap it over my lid, and then I'll take my clean finger and kind of blend it out so that it's more just like a wash of the color. And I'm putting this more like in the center of my lid, kind of fanning it out to the inner and outer part. Look at how beautiful it is. Oh, it's got so many different reflex in it. I see blue, purple, really gorgeous. Love that. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. I'm gonna put some more makeup on my face before I come back to finish the eye look. All right, I am back with some more makeup on my face. Let's finish up the eye look. I'm gonna take a black liner to put into my waterline. This one is from Kosas. It's the Soulgazer Intensifying Gel Eyeliner in the shade Hypnotize. I'm gonna take the same matte navy blue I used on my upper liner, Feline, and I'm just gonna take an angled brush and just go over my lower lash line close to the eyeliner. And I'm gonna connect it to the wing. For my inner corner, I'm gonna kind of wrap it around this shade Moonlight right here. Hold on. This shade Moonlight right here, really pretty light blue. I'm gonna pick it up on a tiny brush. I'm gonna spray the brush as well. Ooh, that is stunning. That is beautiful. It looks kind of iridescent. Oh wow, that is beautiful. I'm gonna take it down onto my lower lash line a little bit too. So pretty. So pretty, so shiny. I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna put some lashes on, finish up the look, get myself together, and come back to show you the final look. All right, and this is the finished look number 1. What do you think? I'm feeling spooky, ooky, kooky. Spooky, ooky, kooky. I love this. I feel like I'm channeling Betty Jean with this look. Yeah, this is really fun. I love the shimmers that I use. I mean, Fantasy Cosmetica shimmers are so beautiful. If you've used the brand before, you know that. They're just so multidimensional, super smooth on the lid, and both the shimmers I used are so pretty. The mattes that I used, I guess I only used this one matte, very pigmented, easy to blend out. I mean, I did kind of only use it in a concentrated area, but it worked out great for me. I have absolutely no complaints. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the first look. I'm gonna send you off to the second look now. Okay, so for look 2, I wanna do something pinky purple. So I'm gonna start with the shade Cauldron. This lighter purple matte. I have already primed my eyes. I'm gonna put this through the crease. And I just picked up a really small amount so that I can wear it a little more sheer and then build it up if I want to, which Fantasy Cosmetica mattes, you're very easily able to manipulate them how you want to, which is great. Yeah, that worked great as a transition shade for me. Next, I'm gonna go in with the shade Coven right here, which is the slightly deeper purple. I'm gonna put this lower in the crease and in the outer corner. All right, off camera, I just put the NYX Glitter Primer onto my lid. I wanna go in with the shade Oracle right here. I'm gonna leave the inner part of my lid blank But I want to put this over most of my lid. Oh goodness, that looks so pretty. Oh yeah, that is so beautiful. Ooh. No shift, but very sparkly. Love that. And actually where the matte meets the shimmer, I want to go in with the shade Herbs right here, which is a darker purple. I'm just going to take that on my pinky and kind of tap it in the middle. Really gorgeous. And then for the inner part of my lid, I want to go in with the shade Hex, which is this really pretty pink. Just going to take that on my pinky. It looks like it's a little more textured. My cat is playing with the toy over there, if you hear that. I'm just going to kind of spread it out on my finger and then just kind of push it in the inner part of my lid. Ooh, that is really pretty. I'm feeling very shiny. Okay, for my lower lash line, I'm not gonna do anything too crazy. I'm gonna go in with the darker purple called Coven and just push this up against my lower lash line. I'm gonna take that first purple matte Cauldron and blend it out. And for my waterline, I'm gonna use this one from Pacifica. I don't know what it's called. It doesn't have a name on it, but it will be in the description box. There's nothing in here that I want to use as an inner corner highlight for this look, so I'm gonna reach into something else to get an inner corner highlight. I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup and I will come back to show you the final look and to give you my initial impressions on the palette. All right, and this is the second look. What do you think? Look at this shimmer, or these shimmers. They're so beautiful. I love purples, so I am so happy with this look. I was just looking in the mirror in the bathroom with the lights off, so in low lighting, and you could really see the twinkly sparkles of the shimmers. The mattes worked out great as well. So, I mean, my initial impressions on this palette are, I'm so excited for BattyBean, first of all. Second of all, I love the theming. I love the packaging. It's very spooky season. It's very BattyBean. This color story is very BattyBean. All of the shades that I used are the good, high quality Fantasy Cosmetica formula. The mattes are pigmented, but they're not hard to blend out. I was able to layer them on top of each other and they worked out great in that way. The shimmers are very sparkly, very smooth. There are a few different types of shimmer formulas in here, which I appreciate. Yeah, really excited to continue using this palette. Thank you so much, Fantasy Cosmetica, for sending it my way. Congratulations, BattyBean. Congratulations, Fantasy Cosmetica. And I would love to know your thoughts down in the comments now that you watched this video. Let me know what you think. What do you think about this collection? Are you a fan of BattyBean? Are you gonna pick it up on launch day? Let me know, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye.